The Democrats are having the most democratic response imaginable to the looming foreclosure and eviction crisis. Exclusive. Democrats introduce a bill to fund legal assistance for those facing eviction. So we're about to have a foreclosure and eviction crisis where people are going to become homeless. They're going to become homeless. And the Democrats' response is, let's give these people lawyers. Why isn't your response, I'm going to keep you in your house? So here's some more information on it. Representatives Ayanna Pressley, Rosa DeLauro, and Senator Kamala Harris introduced this bill. It's called the Housing Emergencies Lifeline Program, or the HELP Act. And it provides funding so those at risk of eviction can access legal representation. And any evictions would do limited damage to renters' credit. And the HELP Act would allocate $10 billion in emergency solutions grants, which provides funding to states and localities for programs related to things like homelessness prevention and outreach. And again, the most important part is it goes towards legal representation for people who are about to be evicted. I seriously do not. This is just too perfect. This is quintessential Democratic response. This is the Democrats in a nutshell. This is them embodied in a little nugget just perfectly. So you have the Republicans. The Republican reaction to the looming foreclosure and eviction crisis is effectively, LOL, bitch. Damn, you about to lose your house? That sucks. This is what the Republicans do. The economy crashed and you lost your job and coronavirus is killing people, and none of this is any fault of your own. It's not like the people who lost their jobs and can't make their housing payment. It's not like they all woke up on the same day and were like, let's be lazy on purpose. Let's be lazy, not work and not pay our bills, and then we'll get kicked out of our houses. So in other words, because Republicans love to make the argument that if you're poor, there's some sort of moral or ethical failing on your part. That's what they believe in their heart of hearts. They believe in the myth of American meritocracy. And so they think the harder you work, the further you go. Therefore, if you can't pay your bills, you're just not working hard enough. It's on you. It's your fault. It's your fault. Well, we know that that's a preposterous argument, especially given the state of affairs we're seeing right now, because it's so stark. I mean, it was always a BS argument, but now you really see how BS of an argument it is, because people are losing their jobs because of coronavirus. They're losing their job because the economy's imploding as a result of coronavirus. So it's no fault of their own. But the Republican response is www.getoveritbitch.org. They got nothing. They got nothing for you. Nothing. Not going to help you. Not going to give you any money. Are you kidding me? We'll give you a one-time $1,200 check that you have to spend in 5 minutes because you're behind on all your damn bills. And outside of that, what we'll do is we'll hand the keys to the Treasury over to Goldman Sachs and Wall Street and let them plunder the whole goddamn thing. So we'll do corporate socialism for the rich and for everybody at the top. And on the other hand, we'll give you crumbs and nothing, and you're going to shut up about it and take it. That's the Republican response. The Democrats step in and go, well, I do think that maybe it's a bad thing that there are going to be evictions and whatnot, so I think that maybe we should do something about this. Please ask the Republicans their permission if maybe we could do something about it, please. And I think that if we give people lawyers, then maybe it'll be not as bad, but still millions of people will lose their houses, but at least we tried a little something. Useless. Completely and utterly useless. And this is why people hate the Democrats, too. This is why people hate the Democrats. This is why Congress always has an approval rating under 30%. How? How's that possible in a democracy? Less than 30% of the people like their own government that they just elected? How? Because everybody knows they're all bought and paid for. They're all corrupt. They're not representing you. This is the best you got? The best you got is I'll give you a lawyer as you become homeless? That's the best you got. A Democratic Party that would be a winning party, that would build a coalition that would last for generations. for generations is a party that is unequivocal and stands up and has a spine and argues for the right position. The right position being, let's totally ban evictions and moratoriums, evictions and foreclosures, do a moratorium on that, and also bail out the homeowners. See, why was it that coronavirus was such a terrible thing that we needed to act immediately to bail out the companies, but why is it not viewed as such a terrible thing and we need to act immediately to bail out the homeowners? Why does that not have the sense of urgency? The corporations getting their bailouts had the sense of urgency that we needed to act immediately within the first couple of days. That's how they react. Oh my God, we gotta do something. Oh my God, give Steve Mnuchin $5 trillion and let the Fed dump all this money into the market. Let's go. We gotta do it. The corporations. Who will think of the corporations? Good sir. Boeing, are you okay, Boeing? But now people are about to lose their homes, and the best we got is lawyers? Why isn't anybody going out there saying, we're gonna ban all evictions and foreclosures and we're going to bail out the homeowners? Do it through a universal basic income. If everybody was getting $2,000 every month from the beginning of this crisis, we wouldn't be facing this eviction emergency. Millions more people would be able to stay in their houses. They never do the bailouts from the bottom up. It's from the top down. And why is it the Democrats always buy into the logic of the right and the corporatists? It's because they're also corporatists. If you float a bailout of the rich or of corporations, that's called duh in Washington, D.C. Everybody's in favor of that. What are you talking about? Obviously, we needed to do it to save the economy. We had to save the economy. Try floating a bailout of the homeowners. See how far you get there. You know what will happen? All the same people who just voted for corporate socialism will turn around and say, oh, socialism! Maduro, Venezuela, oh no, Soviet Union, Marxist, Antifa are the words that you'll interpret negatively. Oh. That's how they'll react. You see how you're being played? We're all being played. They had all the money in the world. The Fed was pumping $1 trillion a day into the stock market to prop it up. But when 32% of the country couldn't make their July housing payment in Washington, nobody's rushing to fix that. The best we got is a bill for lawyers? For lawyers. And these are supposed to be the best Congress people. This is unbelievable. I love my country, but fuck, man. What do you think's going to happen in this country when 40%, 50% of the country can't make their housing payment? What's going to happen? Is everything going to be okay? Are there going to be no protests and no riots? No civil unrest? We're just getting warmed up. You thought the George Floyd protests were bad and riots were bad? When half the country can't put a goddamn roof over their head, and the best we got is Democrats saying we'll give you a lawyer as you become homeless. I think I'm moving to the Bahamas. This is out of this world. I've never seen anything like this. This is embarrassing. This is pathetic. I'm sorry, but even fucking Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, all of you, what are you doing? Where are you at? What? Nobody's calling for a bailout of renters and homeowners. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's saying total ban on evictions and foreclosures and bail them out. Nobody's saying that. And don't even get me started on the media. They should be saying exactly what I'm saying right now, but none of them are. We live in the Twilight Zone.